Dear students, welcome to online classes. Revision online classes to final year BCom students. Subject auditing. A presentation doing by Vinay Kumar C. So last class we have discussed chapter number 1, what is auditing, what are the features, what are the disadvantages and what are the advantages of auditing, and also we have discussed the modern concept of auditing and some questions also we are going to discuss, like is auditing is necessary or luxury, and the features of auditing we have discussed in the last online classes. Today we are going to discuss the classification of audit on the basis of organization. So it comes under chapter number 2. Audit may be classified into different kinds or the types on different bases. Firstly, on the basis of organization. Again, we are going to classify into statutory audit, government audit and private audit. Statutory audit refers to the audit of accounts of a business enterprise carried out compulsory under the provision of statute or law. And also it is the audit carried out compulsory under by law. The main features of a statutory audit are: 1. It is compulsory under law. Secondly, is required to be conducted by a qualified auditor. So I told that the qualified auditor means the person who is complete a chartered accountant examination. In case of statutory audit, the auditor is a representative of the owners of the enterprise. So he is required to serve the interest of the owners and not the interest of management. Next, move on to the other one, the government audit. Yes, government audit refers to the audit of accounts of our government departments and offices, and also the government companies, public corporations, etc. The main features of government audit is it is also provided for by law. Accounts of government departments and office is provided by Article 149 of the Constitution of India. So this government audit is conducted by Comptroller and the Audit General of India and his staff. Next one, private audit. Private audit refers to the audit is not compulsory under any statute but is undertaken by the owners voluntarily to get the benefits of audit. The main features of private audits are: the first one, is not insisted upon by any law of the country. Second one, even private audit is generally carried on by qualified professional auditors. Next, on the basis of independence of the auditor. Again, on the basis of independence of the auditor, we are further classified into internal audit and external audit. Internal audit means as the independent appraisal activity within an organization for the review of the accounting, financial and other operations on the basis for protective and conservative service to the management. The main features of internal audits are generally undertaken by concern which are large in size, and it is not compulsory, it is purely optional, and also maybe in addition to the independent audit or external audit. The next one, external audit. External audit it also called as a independent audit. Here the independent audit refers to the audit of an organization undertaken independently by a qualified auditor. In other words, it is the audit of an organization undertaken by a professionally qualified auditor. Significance of independent audit. Independent audit will serve the needs of those who have to act on the basis of the financial statement presented by an enterprise. Independent audit assumes added significance in the case of corporate bodies or joint stock companies. Again, on the basis of method or approach. Classified into continuous audit and annual audit. Continuous audit refers to one where the auditor staff is occupied continuously on the accounts the whole year round, or where the auditor attends at intervals or fixed or otherwise during the currency of the financial year and performs an interim audit. The main features of continuous audit, the first one, it is an examination of the books of accounts continuously throughout the accounting year. Second one, in the case of continuous audit, accounting and audit go together. Next, annual audit. Annual audit refers to a final or completed audit is commonly understood to be an audit which is not commenced until after the end of the financial period and is then carried on until completed. So here the main features are: the audit work is generally started after the close of the financial year. Second one, in the case of periodical audit, work starts after the accounting work is over. Next, audit program. This is also one of the important topic for the purpose of examination. Maybe you are expecting for long questions or short questions. Audit program is a detailed plan of the auditing work to be prepared, specifying the procedures to be followed in verification of each item in the financial statement and giving the estimated time required. So we understood what audit program is. Particularly it is relates to a planning action done by an auditor. So one of the author, Professor Mig, he tells an audit program is a detailed plan of the auditing work to be prepared, specifying the procedures to be followed in verification of each item in the financial statement and giving the estimated time required. So it is a complete action, a detailed plan with well determined procedure for audit work. Next, audit notebook. Audit notebook refers to a separate audit notebook is maintained for each concern for each year. It is a book or it may be diary or it may be a register, and the audit staff during the course of audit for recording his observation during the course of audit, the points to be discussed with the senior audit clerk or auditor. Further clarification, explanation, investigation and also the inquiry is made and the replies received there too. In other words, it is a book maintained by the audit staff for the purpose of making notes during the course of audit of all the important matters affecting the audit. So it is also written private materials which an auditor prepares for each audit. So next, the questions. Before I move on to the question, let us discuss audit working papers. So this is also one of the short question maybe asking in a examination. Okay, audit notebook, it is related to a register or a diary maintained by an audit staff, but the audit working paper, it is a written private material which an auditor prepare for each audit. So come to the point of audit working paper. The SAP 1 Basic Principles Governing an Audit, issued by the Council of ICAI, defines the auditor should document matter which are important in providing evidence that the audit was carried out in accordance with the basic principles. So some of the important items which is includes under the working papers. First one, maybe the important document is financial statement and the trial balance, a schedule of debtors or creditors, schedule of investment, schedule of fixed assets, like that. Even though it may incur on the bank reconciliation statement, branch reconciliation statement, draft copies of the financial statement, summary of all the important matters, all are incurs under working papers. If you want the content of the working papers are affected by a number of factors. Yes, the many factors that may be affected to the working paper. The first one, the nature of the engagement, the form of the auditor's reports, the nature and complexity of the client business, like that they are in affecting the contents of working papers. So next move on to the questions. So according to this revision class, we are also expecting what type of question may be in an examination. I identified mainly the questions may be state the advantages and limitations of internal audit. Maybe this is the short question maybe. Similarly, state the advantages and limitations of continuous audit and as well as the annual audit. So it is a separate questions may came to your examination. The main long question may be define audit program and explain its features. You may expect the questions relates to audit program. In a regular classes, we are discussing the audit program with the help of diagram. Okay, better to see the notes whatever we are given, and also you should study some textbooks relates to auditing. Under that they may be given some diagram, and each and every topic we are given under the auditing program. We should mention each and every item, because the long questions they are expecting more than 3 to 4 paras. Okay, so that's why the auditing program is not a simple or a small or short question. It is a long question. You may expect for 20 marks. Anyway, thank you for watching.